Ladies and gentlemen of the media, welcome to the Orlando Pirates CAF Champions League media briefing ahead of our second leg fixture in the preliminary round against Disciples FC. I am joined by the head coach of Orlando Pirates, Coach Jose Riveiro, as well as team captain Innocent Maela. Welcome, gentlemen. Before we proceed, just as per norm, if you have any questions by a show of hands, please identify yourself as well as the media company you represent prior to asking your questions. Thank you. Just the opening questions for both coach and captain. You've had an opportunity to play Disciples in the away fixture. We're obviously back here for the second leg of that. Just please update us on the preparations from you, coach, and from the players' perspective. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. We played the first match away from home against a team that we didn't know that well. But now we have the information that we need to prepare for the second leg here at home. It was good for us not to go out there and come back with results that is not favorable. I think we do have the advantage now coming back home. I think we are preparing well. We are focused. We know what we need to do come tomorrow evening, and I'm sure we will be okay. The team will do well. We'll be ready, and we are looking forward. We're looking forward to the match. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Another knockout game, second leg. We're starting 0-0. Home game with the responsibility to make sure that we are in the next round, knowing that it's not going to be a walk in the park. We're playing against a good team, willing to run, willing to defend, willing to do everything in order to still alive. And we know it's not going to be an easy game, but it's not going to be an easy game for them either.
Thank you. We're now open for questions from the floor. Are there any questions? This is going to be the shortest press conferences.
I'm sports coach. Good morning. I'm looking at the conditions. How much of that did it play a part in the result? Looking at that, you're playing at an AstroTurf in a foreign place where the conditions would probably be different from what you have here at home. And looking at the playtime here, it's going to be late, the grass might be a bit quicker and all of that. How much of that have you worked on? And looking at the difference between their environment and our environment, does that bring any advantage to you looking at the whole scenario?
No, that's football. Football can be played in many different scenarios, surfaces, conditions. So to say what is an advantage or a disadvantage, I think it's something that is not going to help much. We have to be focusing the opportunity that is presented to us tomorrow to play here at home in front of our fans. Is a game that we have to win. That's what we need to go to the next round. We need a victory, and we don't think so much, or we don't think anymore about the conditions we experienced 5-6 days ago, or it's another opportunity, another game. We start 0-0. If we get the victory, we are in the next round.
Questions? Can I just ask that we raise our hands? Don't wait for me to ask you if there's a question. Ideally, we'd like to hear less from me and more from you, just members of the media and the coach and captain. So, noted. Anyone else? Noted. Do you have a third question? Noted there at the back. Can we start here, please?
Hi Coach, Nsako from UNC. Maybe just on the new plays, is there a reason why you haven't played with them started in the matches. I think Rasiboja was on the bench the previous game that he didn't get to play. Is it still adaptation, or is there a reason for that?
Yeah, obviously there's always one reason why I play some players and not others. I don't see the players like new ones or not new ones. I don't. We just try to go to the games and play as good as we can with the resources that we have, with the players that we have available, and not thinking. I don't know. I'm not making any difference between new players or players who were here 1 year ago or 2 years ago. We are all part of the same team. We have a really big squad, and players, the only thing that they can do is to work as good as possible, be patient, wait for the opportunities. Everybody in the squad is capable to play for this team, and yeah, just it's about patience and wait for the chance to play, whoever you are, if you are new or you are not new.
Questions for you, Dino. I mean, the team has spent a number of years sort of away from playing among the best in the continent and the Champions League. Last time in the group stages was 2019, final in 2013. What has that long absence done to the players of consistently being among the best in Africa for a team that has a close relationship with the Champions League? And what would it mean for you guys, and what would it take for you guys to be consistently in the Champions League and not just be,
Yeah, I mean, look, to answer the question, I think the last time we played, the final that you were speaking about, most of those players are no longer here now with us. So I think regarding this competition, it's a new group, new experiences for most of us, for most of the players. So yeah, it's an opportunity for us to grow within the competition and approach the competition with a lot of humility. But yeah, we're looking forward to compete with the best in the continent and test ourselves. There is where the club deserves to be. There is where we want to be as players. Very ambitious, and be in that space for as long as possible. But I don't think it's fair, to go back way back to the group that played the final, because most of those players are no longer here with us. So this is a new group with new experiences, and we want to go as far as possible in this competition and grow within the continental space.
Morning, Kaya from the Citizen. Firstly, Coach, during the away game, players like Sabine and John came and a bit of a slack here back home, especially Sabine because of the miss. Did you perhaps have a word with him after the game and try to sort of encourage him going into the second leg? And generally, the fans back home were not actually happy with you guys' overall performance. And looking at the video that we saw on social media, Paris media, we could tell that the players like now also disappointed with how you guys performed. Is that the general consensus among you players going to the second leg?
No, I don't think. No, I don't think there is the mood right now in camp or how we felt after the game. Obviously, when we play, you want to win, and when you don't win, you feel disappointed. But I don't think the mood is the way you describe it. Not at all. I think we had our chances to win the match. I think we dominated the game. I think if you were there watching the game, you will, share the same sentiments. But unfortunately, when you watch 3-4 second videos, you tend to interpret the situation differently. But look, I think the team is in a good space. Obviously, we wanted to win the match. That's why we play for a club like ours, to win every match, and we couldn't, But we do believe we had the chances to win the match. We do believe we had the advantage during the game. We dominated. So I don't think the general mood is of disappointing or disappointed nature. Not at all. yeah, so I mean the mood is okay. We're in a good space, and we're looking forward to tomorrow's match. Like the coach said, we have to win so that we can go through. There's no any other way.
I'm just going to ask that you please try and keep the questions short and not too long so that everyone has an opportunity to ask in our limited time.
Yes, thank you. Bella from SABC. Coach, last week you were spoken about the work you had done on the opponent and the traveling, and also especially both teams playing in a different country. Also, it was always going to be an issue, looking at the conditions. But just overall, in terms of what you saw from the opponent, what was going to be key tomorrow? Maybe killing off the game early?
I wish. I mean, but not tomorrow. Each and every game. It's us. It's about us. It's about find our rhythm as soon as possible in the game. Have a good beginning. Obviously, it's gonna be key. I can tell you a pile of typical sentences in this type of scenarios, but the truth is that we need to play close to our best performance one more time is what we are looking for. Having a good beginning in every game is going to be a key. Respecting the opponent, because even though we dominate, we have a terrible amount of chances to score there. It was strange that the game finished 0-0. They also have opportunities to score. Let's be fair. But yeah, we need to try to show that we can play in a different rhythm than them, and then it's going to be complicated for them one more time, and hopefully, and I'm 100% sure, and players knows that tomorrow we will be much more accurate in front of the goal, and like I said, this is a difficult team. It's a team with capacity to run, to defend, to work for each other. It's a team in that sense. We cannot speak much about individuals in that group. Is a how can I say, like a compact team to break, with capacity to sacrifice themselves like they did in the first leg. And I'm sure that tomorrow is going to be the same challenge. We just need to be patient, but at the same time try to find our rhythm as soon as possible in the first 45 minutes.
Coach, from Soccer Laguna. Just on a personal level, what has it been like coaching in the Champions League compared to PSL football, and what lessons did you take out from maybe last season's campaign to ensure that this season you're able to get to the group stages?
It's a difficult competition that myself I know, and the players knows as well, that is even more than in the PSL. I think to succeed in this competition belongs to our capacity to adapt ourselves to many different circumstances, scenarios that you will find when you are abroad, unexpected situations, difficult conditions in terms of the surfaces that you find, the approach from the opponent as well, sometimes the lack of information about the opponent, players that you don't expect them to play, suddenly they're playing against you, you don't even know them before. So there's a lot of things that can happen in this competition. Probably there's a percentage of them that I cannot even mention here in a press conference, but it's always difficult to deal with unexpected situations. In the end, our job as a coaches, as a technical staff, is try to reduce the uncertainty for the players, that they know as much as possible about the situations that they will find on the field. And in this competition, especially now in the early stages, sometimes it's a challenge, but resistance, resilience, capacity to go through the obstacles in this competition becomes I think the most important. I think, or my experience or my opportunity to watch games in this competition, not to play so much so far. But to watch those games, I don't think that our league is far from the other top leagues who are playing in this continent. Not at all. It's about your capacity to suffer, your capacity to adapt yourself to the circumstances one more time, what is going to take you to the last stages of the competition. We have to go step by step. We have an experience already in a difficult environment 5 days ago, and tomorrow we have an opportunity to complete the second leg and make sure that we are in the next round, and we have that opportunity, like Ino said before, to experience this competition with young players, with new players, with players who are making the first steps in this Champions League, and again have the opportunity to get that experience together.
Good morning, Coach, and good morning to you.
Good morning.
Same question, but from a technical perspective and a player's perspective. When you guys play, games of circumstances and consequence so early on in the season, what does it do to the players' mentality as well as the mood going into the entire season? Because it's either or. You win, it's great for the club. You lose, heads down. So what does it do to play such huge games early on in the season?
Thanks for the question. That's a very good question. I think it's important when you look back and you depend on the experiences that you have, you gained through preseason. I think we had a solid preseason. We played against top teams. Matches were really intense, to prepare us for such moments early on in the season. So that when you go into your first 5 matches, you know that sometimes you gain a lot, but you can also lose a lot in those 5 games. So I think we are prepared. I mean, you can only look back and take from the preseason experience, because like you say, it is still early, but we played a lot of matches in Spain, even here at home. So I think we are ready. We should be able to do well.
We'll take the final group, final 4 questions. Are there any takers? You just asked, so noted at the back. Please keep it short. Yeah. Anyone else? Noted. And we'll go back to the final question. Let's go. Start with Lawrence.
Coach, just if we could get some clarification. The club announced or listed a new fitness coach, Spaniard, joined your technical team. But at his previous clubs, he was doubling up as an assistant and as a fitness trainer. Will he also come in as an assistant coach at Pirates as he did at his previous clubs as well?
You're talking about Carlos,
Yes.
I guess. No, Carlos is a guy that I know since a long time ago. We have the opportunity to work together in Celta de Vigo in 2010 till 2014, with a lot of expertise and capacities. Right now is part of the strength and conditioning department, and is doing and developing his job in that part of the coaching staff.
Please keep it short.
Okay, I'll do my best. Good morning, Coach. Good morning, you. Pedro Gaston here, Sonia Radio. Coach, you may potentially lose 7 players at the beginning of September for AFCON. How good it is for the team if you win tomorrow with the experience you gain in the continent coming to club level? How good it be for the team to get that experience and put it on club level in this kind of competition?
I'm not sure if I understood the question. You mean?
I just tried to keep it short, so...
Yes, keep it short, please.
So, I mean, because several different players may be chosen for Bafana
Yeah.
and play in AFCON.
Yeah.
So if you win tomorrow, obviously advance to the next stages. How good is it for the players gaining that experience at AFCON and coming bringing themselves up for CAF Champions League?
And obviously, it's everything is. In that sense, I think it's important for them. Hopefully, we can have those 7 and more in the future, and it's important to have the opportunity to place those games. The responsibility of playing for your country is, it's, you like it or not, is gonna push you to accelerate the process, to get mature, to have the capacity to perform in that type of games. I think one clear example is Evidence Mahopa. I think the opportunity and his performances in the last AFCON and the player that we got after that, it's a different one in terms of maturity and self-confidence. So I'm glad to see the name of our players in the Bafana list, hopefully more in the future, and definitely that type of experience are going to help them as an individuals, and for us as a team, we're going to get benefit of that.
Good morning, Coach.
Morning.
Morning, Tim Cooley here from, apologies, from Teta FM. Coach, my question is short and simple. Goals wins you matches. And I've noticed and realized that Orlando Pirates do really play well here at home, and they do score a lot of goals. But the challenge is away from home, missing the supporters. What does it mean to you as a coach and to you as a captain of the team? Would you maybe wish to travel with the fans, because the fans really play an important part? I saw in the MTN 8.
Okay, I think we got the gist
Thank
of the
you.
question. Thank you.
Good morning. Didn't say good morning. How are you, sir? Yeah. So you're saying we wish we can travel with our supporters in the continent? Yeah. I mean, obviously, when we play with the stadium with our supporters, you have that extra edge. It gives you that competitive edge. You know, we wish we can have our supporters everywhere we play. You know. But yeah, I mean, when we play at home, we have our supporters, home advantage. We're used to the circumstances, the environment. When you play at home, it's slightly different. It's a bit difficult, yes, but we do create a lot of chances, regardless of where we play. It's just a matter of convincing those chances. I'm not sure about traveling, you know, with our supporters in a continental space. But yeah, we wish to have our supporters with us all the time. I mean, which team wouldn't, you know? But yeah. Tomorrow we have Orlando with them, and we promise it will be an exciting and good game for all of us.
Same question, Coach.
Actually, I don't think. Okay, they can travel if they can and if they want, but most of the times we don't even need them to travel. Wherever we go, there's a lot of Pirates fans. When we go to Durban, we're going to Cape Town in a few days. It's gonna be the same. Port Elizabeth. We play in Botswana against Jwaneng. The stadium was full of Pirates fans from that country. So I don't think it's one of our deficits. Wherever we go, it used to be a you know, noisy and loud crowd around us. I don't know what you mean about not scoring goals away or scoring home. I think we used to create a lot of chances wherever we go. Sometimes we are more fortunate, sometimes we are less. It's true that in the last game away we didn't score, but we cannot make that topic or a problem or something to talk about it when we play one game away this season. I think it's still too early.
Any takers on the final question? Preferably somebody who hasn't had an opportunity to ask yet? Still or not? Wait for the mic, please.
Yeah, Space from the SABC. To both the coach and will it be a big blow if Pirates don't proceed to the next round of the Champions League?
There's a highline. There's a headline, whatever you say.
Okay, you go.
We are ready to make it possible that we're going through the next round. We are preparing ourselves to win the match. We don't need to win the game 10-0. We just need to win the game. We are prepared. We're playing home. We're confident. We know much more about the opponent than 1 week ago. We are a bunch of coaches and players extremely optimistic about each and every game, and tomorrow we're going to try to offer a good game to our fans and make sure that we are in the next round.
You know?
Yeah, obviously we're going to try our level best to make sure that we do progress. It's what we want as players, you know, as the team, the technical team, the club, to make sure that we give ourselves an opportunity to compete in the group stages. So yeah, we are preparing for that possibility, and we're looking forward to that. We are going into this match with that mindset of us progressing and making sure that we not only make ourselves happy in the club, but also our supporters.
Thank you. On that note, we've reached the conclusion of our press conference. You'll be given 15 minutes to get footage of the team training. Please, you can go set up outside. Thank you.
Thank you.